Alright, so in this video I have a brand new pair of HOKAs that just released a little bit ago. This is the Arahi 7 from, again, HOKA. And big shout out to Hibbett City Gear for sending these over. This was by a request. I saw these available on their website and I was like, dude, I really want to try this model out. I've never tried the Arahis in the past. Typically with HOKA, I'm a Clifton fan. The Clifton Comfort is just something that I find unmatched. But I will say it's fun to explore and try out different pairs and just to see what the buzz is about. This is a 7th version, so obviously there's some things that people like about this version. And primarily this is a much different ride on feet than the Clifton 9 would be. Right out of the box and right on feet, I could just tell that these were like much firmer on feet. And there's a reason for that because this is kind of a stability runner from the HOKA lineup. So let's go ahead and get into the video and give you guys my thoughts from the casual. And again, thank you to Hibbett City Gear for sending these over. If you guys have been following my channel for a while, they've been a long-term sponsor of the channel. Super greatly appreciate them. But if you've never been to their website, check it out, linked in the description. Basically, they have a bunch of different stuff over there on their website. As you can tell, I got these HOKAs, but I also got the brand new Air Max DNs from Hibbett as well that I just posted a video on also. They have a nice release calendar with Jordans, and even like the D books are available over there. Adidas, New Balance, and many other brands. So definitely worth a check if you guys are looking for a lot of variety in your footwear. They offer quite a bit. They also are a brick and mortar, so they have like over 1,000 stores nationwide. So awesome company over there. But anyway, this is a brand new model. Let's get into some tech specs on what they say about the new Arahi 7s. So these retail at $145, and I would say that the fit is true to size. I got a 9.5. They fit me perfect. They do offer wide versions of these over on HOKA's website as well, but I didn't need it. The standard one's just fine. Not your average stability shoe. The new Arahi 7 delivers the same streamlined support as its predecessor with their patented J-frame technology, updated with a zonally engineered flat knit upper for improved midfoot lockdown. We fine-tuned the fit with a plusher tongue and a stretchy dual gusseted beneath the lace line to help mitigate tongue migration. HOKA says that these are best for everyday running, walking, and they feature the supportive flat knit upper, dual gusset, J-frame midsole, zonal rubber, extended heel tab. They weigh in at 9.9 ounces and it's a 5 mm heel to toe drop. And they are a stability shoe, as they mentioned, not a neutral shoe like the Cliftons are. And the cushioning is balanced. It's not responsive and it's not plush. It's kind of in the middle. As for the reviews, it looks like there's about 4.5 stars for the reviews, and 77% would recommend from others. So overall, my first impressions of this model in hand, I've never actually tried the Arahis, as I mentioned. So the 7th version, I'll say, is actually pretty nice. The midsole is beefy. It's a really big, thick boy midsole that we've seen on a lot of the HOKAs, but it is a lot firmer to the touch. So it is a different sort of beast than like the Cliftons are, which is, again, my favorites. Now, the flat knit upper is kind of nice. They have a couple different zones of breathability here. It is pretty thick, and it does feel fairly generic. It doesn't feel like anything premium, but it is a pair for $145, so it is pretty good for what you are paying for. You have fused on overlays for the laces, which are always a plus, and then you do have a nice plush collar around the heel, and then the tongue as well. I like that the tongue is gusseted. The fact that you do have some lockdown here to keep it so you're not shifting your tongue left and right. I absolutely don't like that when that happens. I did notice that the tongue was a little bit low. I wish it was a little bit higher personally, but overall the design doesn't irritate my foot or anything. And I like the laces too. They're fairly thin. You have the prominent HOKA branding on the side of the shoe and then a logo on the front and on the back, and then it does have the Arahi 7 also. Now, if you notice on the bottom, there is a dual density foam layout, the J-frame as they're calling it, because basically it's a harder foam on the outside and then a softer foam on the inside. Now, I say softer foam, there is a nice little compression feel as you're stepping around in these things. It's not like New Balance's Fuel Cell where it's like a crazy snapback, and the foam on the outside is not like New Balance Fresh Foam X where it's like soft and like the compression is really nice, or even similar to like the Clifton 9s. Those are much softer on feet. So where do these fall in the casual sneaker lineup? For me, like, this is just one of those casual everyday sneakers you can wear. It's firmer in the midsole, even though the stack is extremely big, and the stability is pretty good on this shoe as well. If you're looking for something softer on feet, I'd recommend the Clifton 9s. I think that those are an overall better build, at least for my feet. I like the softer overall feel of what those have instead of these, but the price points are fairly comparable. And again, this is just kind of a different sort of runner. So it's kind of nice for me to be able to get both versions and just try them out, because I wanted to know, do I like the firmer stability shoe on feet better than these softer Cliftons, or even the bigger stack of the Bondis? And the Bondis I actually don't like as much as the Cliftons, even though the stack height is bigger. They don't feel as soft on feet. So it's nice to try a bunch of different sneakers on feet. And again, for those people that are looking for something a little bit more supportive and having a nice little HOKA feel, these are going to be a great option for you. The overall traction on the bottom is pretty good on here as well, kind of similar to what we see on all of the other HOKAs. And the shoe is fairly breathable with the engineered zones. It's not the most breathable shoe for the price point. Like the New Balance Fuel Cell Rebel V4s are pretty incredible. This is a much lighter shoe, much softer on feet, and much more breathable. So this is probably your faster sort of summer shoe. This is a pair that you can wear pretty much any time. It's not as breathable. It's not as much luster. It doesn't have as much luster in my opinion as the Rebel V4s, but there is a place on people's feet for these. And somebody tweeted me the other day saying like, hey, do you have any shoes you'd recommend? I want a pair of shoes that are not too soft and squishy, anything comfortable that you'd recommend. So I feel like this is in that category where you have something really nice on feet. And I think that if you try these out, you're probably gonna really enjoy them. Have you guys tried the Arahis before? Is it something that you guys like or not? Leave a comment in the comment section and let me know. But big shout out to Hibbett City Gear for sending these over. Much, much appreciated. It's nice to be able to see a variety. I'll be wearing these a little bit more so I can maybe compare them to the Cliftons directly if you guys wanna see like a more detailed comparison between like the Cliftons, and I have some other models, the Speed Goats, the Bondies. Leave a comment, let me know. I'll also probably be using these in comparison to other models in the same category, like the Fuel Cell Rebel V4s and so on. So I love getting new running shoes and seeing the performance and just everything that they're like stacking into these shoes nowadays is pretty incredible. And they have so many different features and purposes for usage that it's fun for me to be able to hopefully break some of that down for you guys on these videos. But if you guys like the video, drop a like. If you guys want to shop, check the link in the description over to Hibbett City Gear. And thank you guys for stopping by and watching. Have a good rest of the day. All right, peace, guys.